Well, I have a letter on file here. I don't know if you're aware of that. Did Officer or
Detective Hucker told me you were in
Yes.
last week.
Yes.
A letter in regards to what?
Well, a letter in regards to an investigation that I would like to have done.
Okay.
So, you guys should have a copy of it on file here, but I actually sent a copy of this letter to the Department of Justice years ago already. This has been an ongoing thing. So, pardon me for being a little disorganized here. I got all kinds of stuff in here. But the letter itself, and like I said, you people should have a copy of this on file. I sent this, I've sent this to a number of people, and I'm actually shocked at the lack of sincerity or lack of response that I've actually gotten. Quarter to 2 in the afternoon.
Who is Jay Smith?
Supposedly that was a special agent that was looking into this from the Department of Justice up north. This all started up north.
All right, so my question to you at this point is, what is this all about?
Well, as I said,
because you say that there's concerning foul play involving people of authority, but
correct.
You don't say what this is all about.
Okay, this is the investigation that I would like to have done. I would like an investigation on the fact that I am and have been the target of psychological warfare coming from somewhere on the federal level.
On the federal level?
Yes.
Okay.
My opinion is it's the FBI, but that's my opinion.
Okay.
And that's the investigation I would like done, and I would like it fully documented, and then I would like the documentation.
Here's the thing, though. I can't investigate the federal government.
But you can do an investigation. What you can do, I have a list of people in here. What you can do is an investigation asking these people if they have been contacted or spoken to by a federal agent about me, because these are all people that have been around me or I have been in contact with. That's why these people are on my list. You see, so you can do it. You can conduct that kind of an investigation. You can't. Maybe you say
where do these people live, though?
Well, some of them are family members. Some of them live up north.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, this whole thing can spin off a whole nother list of people right here in this area. And as a matter of fact, right where I work here at Wolf, you see I got the jacket on, in Slinger. You can, as a matter of fact, I was going to suggest in such an investigation, I was going to suggest that you start with my present employer and my past employer, which are Slinger and Jackson.
Well, okay. Where do you reside at?
Right here, 326 Grand Boulevard, McNeil, Wisconsin.
All right.
That's why I'm here. Otherwise, I would be at a different station.
There's a jurisdictional issue here. One is I can't I can't allocate resources of my detective driving up north or driving all over Wisconsin, interviewing people, trying to document something on the federal government, which we have no authority to investigate.
No. But you could do it locally, and then I could go up north and I could ask a local police department up there to do the same for that region in their jurisdiction. That I could do, correct?
Right. Well, they're probably going to tell you the same thing. That, I mean, you want to build a case against the federal government.
Absolutely.
We're not a private investigation company.
Correct.
We investigate crimes on a state level, state and local level. If there is a federal crime being committed, we have absolutely no jurisdiction over that. Your best bet would be to go political and contact the governor, contact your congressman.
I've done that. I've sent a letter to the governor. I sent
Because
a letter
they're the
to
only ones that can
president.
You want to talk about Congress, I mean, you want to talk about the federal government, the only way you're going to get this done is by somebody in Congress, a U.S. senator, a state senator, somebody that I can actually pull, people in, and, how they always have those congressional hearings. If the FBI is conducting psychological warfare on you, there's not anything a local police department is going to be able to do to investigate it or stop it.
Well, what I'm saying is you can investigate these names, these lists of people. You can do that in this jurisdiction. Can you not? Can you not call these people and conduct an investigation
Yes.
as to
Yes,
whether or not they have been spoken to in regards to me by a federal agent?
Well,
can you do that?
First of all,
Can
for my peace of mind, why is the FBI conducting
That would be a
psychological warfare?
wonderful question. I would
What
love
have you
to have
What
that.
have you done?
I would love to have that answer.
What have you done in the past?
That I would love to have answered. And I'll tell you what else. That's another thing that kind of bothers me is that I can be, as a matter of fact, if you'd like to check my record, you can feel free to do that. I can be a U.S. citizen in good standing and walk in here and nobody wants to ever help me. It doesn't matter where I seem to go. This has been going on for years. I can send letters. I can do whatever I want. So that's a great question as far as why are they doing it. That's an excellent question. I would love that answered myself. That's what I'm looking for. Looking for answers.
Okay.
Are you people, is this department aware? You obviously have my letter on file. Detective Hockers is aware that I have come in here and spoken with him a couple of times, which, quite frankly, I'm very disappointed in his reactions and general mannerisms toward me. Very, very disappointed. But nevertheless, obviously you have my letter on file. You know I've been in here. Are you people aware of any such activity
No.
against me?
No.
Is this department aware?
No.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking you.
Well, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for answers.
All right. Do you have a current list of the people who live in Mayville that are involved with this? Whether victims, suspects, whatever.
I don't have a current list, no.
Okay, can you provide me with if you provide me with a current list of people that may be witness
Okay.
or have information on this, we will gladly go talk to them.
Okay. In Mayville only.
In Mayville only.
Okay. You won't reach out to a Slinger or anything like that?
No.
Okay. That's my current.
I take that back. See, and this all goes back to it. I mean, I can send a detective anywhere if I feel the seriousness of the offense justifies the resources, but again, you're asking me to allocate resources on a possible crime that we have no authority to investigate.
See, I'm not asking.
I mean, I can get all the evidence and all the proof in the world, but I can't do anything with it.
Well, I know I'm not asking you. I'm asking you to
government.
give me that stepping stone, that starting point. That's
Right.
what I'm asking you to do. I'm not asking you to prosecute.
Have you gone to these people and gotten written statements from them?
From
The people
FBI.
you're asking us to do it. No,
I've called the FBI.
What's that?
I've called the FBI.
No.
They offer
You're
me
saying
absolutely no
that there's
information
people
whatsoever.
in Mayville and in Slinger and up north that are either victims of this
Yes.
or have information.
Yes. Here.
Have you gotten written statements from them?
No. What I have done was exactly what I've asked you to do. I started asking questions approximately a year ago. I started asking this question to the people who I suspected of this, and I tried to be, because of the nature, because of my job, I didn't want to create waves in that. I tried to be as nonchalant about it as possible, and I asked them in a general way, just like I basically had told you. I had asked them, I said, has anyone of authority spoken to you about me, and for any reason whatsoever? And this is what I got. I basically got threatened with my job over it. That was an initial investigation that I tried to do on my own.
So, all right, let me ask you this. What evidence do you have that you are being a victim of psychological warfare?
Do you know how psychological warfare works?
You do.
You do.
Vaguely.
Well, then you probably don't have to ask me that, because you know that they can use the people around you. You know that it's a very visual thing. It's taken from, obviously these people are illegally, they're violating my civil rights. They're illegally invading my privacy. They're doing all kinds of things above the law. Mm-hmm. They're just not getting caught at it yet. So,
okay.
Obviously you know how psychological warfare works, so really do you need to ask me that question?
Well, yes I do, because, I mean, there has to have been some incident that...
Not incidents.
Because you believe, I mean, you're talking about...
Constantly.
So you're talking about coworkers, relatives,
right.
Friends?
They take things from your private life and reiterate it through people around you that there's no way that they could possibly know.
So I know, but so you think that friends or relatives or coworkers are working with the FBI?
No, I think that they're...
or you think the FBI is reaching out to them to get information on you? But
ask them to maybe just to do... you know how this works. They just want to screw
right,
with
but
me.
my
That's
question,
all they want to do.
Is,
they want to put the screws to me, and they want to keep doing
why?
it. Exactly, why? And they leave me... Obviously, if I can't get any positive response from anybody, the only possible conclusion that I could come to is they want me to do something stupid. Such as, yeah, okay, you watch...
Okay, so let me ask you this. You were talking about psychological warfare, right?
Correct.
Let's say the federal government is targeting you with psychological warfare.
Uh-huh.
Trying to get you to do exactly what you're doing. Recording coworkers, recording business customers, trying to get you to lose your job, trying to get you to be declared crazy or mental.
Right.
Why would you give in to that? If you've committed no crime,
I'm trying to fight it. I'm not giving into it.
Yeah, but if you've committed no crime and you've done nothing to cause the federal government to come after you,
right?
Then why not just ignore it and go on with your life?
Have you ever been the target of psychological?
No, I have not.
You have you?
I have not. No, not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. So then you
but
really,
I have no reason to believe that it would
know
be
what
others.
it's like to be in that situation to say, well, why wouldn't you just ignore it after so many years goes on, and it just keeps happening? Mm. At some point, you have to do something. And obviously, if nobody is willing to do anything, then what proper recourse of action should I take?
The senators. I mean, you're asking. You're going about this the wrong way, because federal government doesn't answer to us.
I understand that. I'm not asking you.
They answer to the politicians. They answer to Congress.
Right.
Okay, just like I don't answer to the officers in the department, I answer to the council. They're the politicians. That's who I answer to. Uh-huh. Federal government, same way. Mm-hmm. They answer to Congress. So the best way would be to contact your congressman and say, why is the FBI targeting me? He can take action, contact the FBI and say, why are you harassing my constituent? And he can get you the answers. I can't get you anything.
My question to you is, why can't you do this basic investigation and get me that stepping stone that I'm looking for?
Because I don't believe that. See, you have to understand, in order for me to do something, I have to believe that a crime is being committed. Mm-hmm. I have no evidence at this point that a crime has been committed.
Because you haven't looked into anything. If somebody comes in here and tells you, oh, They stole my car.
If you give me the
Such
names,
and such stole my car.
Okay,
You
right.
wouldn't know squat
Right.
until you went out and looked.
And that's why I'm going back to, if you have the names of the citizens that live in Mayville, that have information, we will talk to them. If we determine that there's possibly a crime that's being committed,
What about
we
the
will
ones
go
in
from there.
Slinger? Can you start with my employer and stuff like that?
do you want us to talk to your employer?
Sure.
We can?
You can, that's why I have this. You can actually have this copy of
Can I have
this.
this copy?
Yes. Now, I've done this same job for the last 3.5 years.
Mhm.
I'm working for Wolf here.
Okay.
At first, he was my employer and I was contracted through him to Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this guy has always been my boss at Wolf.
Okay.
This guy here, but this guy was my boss up until this last July.
Okay. So he no longer works for the company?
I'm not, no, he was his own company, Sean Durant.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I drove his tractor.
Oh, okay, Durant Transport, okay,
Yes,
gotcha.
I drove his tractor for Wolf, but now
You work directly for Wolf?
I work directly for Wolf.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
that's why he's on there.
Okay.
So,
All right.
now, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this stepping stone, like I said. And as far as you were saying you can't allocate people to go chasing around, I'm not asking you to chase around. I'm asking you to make phone calls. Take 15, 20 minutes on a list and make a bunch of phone calls to Slinger and a bunch of people. You know, like I said, this employer, I can spin off. I service a lot of customers,
Mhm.
so we can spin off a whole nother list off of that, going through that employer, because they keep track of every customer I go to.
Okay.
I would just have to let you know who it was I talked to there
Right.
at that location.
Okay. All right, and then you can get us a list of people in Mayville?
I can. I never
Okay.
asked their names. I just, but
Okay.
yeah, the people at the Piggly Wiggly and whatever.
Oh, okay.
You know how psychological the games work.
Okay.
Like I said, they can choose anybody, anywhere.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, let me grab a pen. Write that down. All right. And which, you're still at the same address you were?
Yes.
So that's, okay.
Yes.
All right, gotcha. Okay. Well, you'll see what we can do for you.
Well, I appreciate that. You know, and I appreciate you receiving me and spending
Yeah.
a little time with me. That's better than I've had thus far. So.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm just letting you know that at this point, I mean, we'll look into it,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no guarantees because, like I said, we have no, we
Yeah,
can't
I'm
go
not-
out and arrest FBI people.
I'm not asking you to do
Right?
that. I'm really not. That wasn't my goal.
Okay.
My goal is to, like I said, have that stepping stone to build on, to build something against these people.
Right.
I mean, I can't. To me, I don't really see it being advantageous going to a congressman if they've already written the governor and other people and nothing's been done either. So
Mhm.
sometimes I feel you got to work from the bottom up.
Right.
So that's
Okay.
why I'm here.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Hey, thank you very much, Chief McNeil.
Yeah. All right.
All that good.
Okay. All right. All right. Yep, right through there. All right, you have a good day. Yeah, you too. All right.